the thing I think the world is not ready for. Like the first day you're like walking down the street and there's like 7 robots that walk past you doing things or whatever, it's going to feel very sci-fi.
After years of explosive growth in artificial intelligence, tech giants are now racing to embed agentic capabilities into the physical form.
We engineered the world for ourselves, and now we could create a robot that fit into that world to help us.
While industry leaders promise a transformative leap that could usher in an age of abundance, critics warn of a dystopian outcome, a possibility even optimists can't rule out.
You don't do this right, you can have like a James Cameron sort of movie, Terminator.
An intensifying technological arms race with China is accelerating the push.
Growth at all costs. Their goal is to eliminate as much human labor as possible. We're in a race with China and we have to win. Consequences, we're not even going to think about what the fallout is going to be.
But we're here to win. Like, we want to go build like something truly transformative and ship millions of robots. Like, how do we get to 1 million units in the market as fast as possible?
Journalist Karen Hao has been sounding alarms about big tech's aggressive push while promoting her new book, Empire of AI Dreams and Nightmares in Sam Altman's OpenAI.
OpenAI is a manifestation of him, and OpenAI led the entire AI industry into approaching a particular type of AI development that is now kind of eating the world. Certainly, the way that OpenAI introduced the world to AI through a ChatGPT moment really pegged all of AI development, most of AI development today, to a particular conception of AI that is really built on this idea of scale at all costs.
The book, published without the company's cooperation, explores how the startup ignited an international arms race.
Right now, these Silicon Valley companies are trying to make everything machines. And when you're trying to make everything machines, not only are they not going to be high quality in everything, people are going to have a fundamental misunderstanding about how they should be using these technologies, and inevitably it is going to harm them.
Established in 2015 as a non-profit, Sam Altman's company's early projects included developing robotic systems. Despite notable achievements, like its dactyl robotic hand's ability to solve a Rubik's Cube, the hardware initiatives faced significant hurdles, leading to the disbandment of the robotics team in 2021. OpenAI redirected its focus towards software, leading to ChatGPT's release as a research preview in November 2022, which quickly became the fastest-growing consumer application with 100 million users by January 2023. As OpenAI expanded its user base and released increasingly sophisticated large language models, the robotics industry experienced significant advancements.
I don't think the world has really had the humanoid robots moment yet. Like the first day you're like walking down the street and there's like 7 robots that walk past you doing things or whatever, it's going to feel very sci-fi. And I don't think that's very far away from like a visceral, like, oh man, this is going to do a lot of things that people used to do. So yeah, it's coming. And we've always tried to just be super honest about what we think the impact may be, realizing that we'll be wrong on a lot of details.
The company has re-established its robotics division and invested heavily acquiring I.O., a hardware startup founded by renowned designer Jony Ive.
It's a roughly $6.4 billion deal. Ives is legendary in Silicon Valley. He's best known for designing the iPhone, the Mac, iPod, and iPad, as well as Apple Watch. So really an iconic designer.
The strategic move brings one of the creative forces behind the original iPhone moment into the fold, with the potential to trigger the iPhone moment for robotics. The acquisition brings a team of former Apple designers into OpenAI tasked with developing AI-powered consumer devices that seamlessly integrate into users' daily lives. While OpenAI is being coy about its future plans, its former partner, Figure AI, is racing to replace humans in the workforce with its next-generation humanoid robots. Figure founder Brett Adcock is open about his end goal. He wants to build the biggest company in the world by replacing human workers with AI-powered humanoid robots. Like Elon Musk and Jensen Huang, Adcock believes the tech industry is on the verge of a breakthrough that will bring humanoid robots into daily life at scale. On the X social media platform, the Archer founder noted that almost half of the world's money comes from human labor. He said humans are subscriptions with otherworldly revenue generation potential. He calls humanoid robots synthetic humans designed for deployment in the billions. Adcock also recently teased the next generation iteration of his startup's humanoid robot, the Figure 3. He said the robot, which is being developed from the ground up for high-rate manufacturing, has achieved bipedal locomotion. BMW has employed several of Figure's second-generation humanoids at its plant in Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is the luxury automaker's largest manufacturer by volume. Figure says one of its robots recently worked a 20-hour shift at BMW's X3 production line, picking up parts with both hands and placing them for welding. Founded in 2022, Figure has rapidly become a focal point in the tech industry due to its ambitious goals and significant financial backing. The startup is reportedly trying to raise $1.5 billion for a valuation of nearly $40 billion, which some question because the robots are early stage and still doing limited work. The shocking amount would place Figure's value above Ford Motor Company and Spotify. According to the founder, Figure has signed on 2 commercial customers, including an unnamed logistics company. He said there's enough inbound interest to justify 100,000 robots produced in the next 4 years for both industrial and household applications.
But humanoid robot, it is likely to be the next multi-trillion-dollar industry.
Meanwhile, Nvidia is working overtime as it positions itself as the backbone of next-gen robotics. At Computex 2025, founder Jensen Huang announced an upgraded foundational model for humanoid robots. He said the Isaac GR00T model helps humanoid robots reason, adapt, and perform complex tasks from a mix of real-world and synthetic data. The technology can now extract training data from a single still image. The GPU maker's Isaac simulator has become a popular platform for robotics companies rushing their prototypes to mass production. During the Computex conference in Taiwan, Huang showcased Nurabot, a healthcare robot developed by Foxconn and Kawasaki to assist nurses in hospitals. The robot reportedly reduces nurse workload by up to 30%, delivering medicine, carrying samples, and retrieving supplies. It has an onboard Nvidia Jetson Orin computer. Developers plan to enhance Nurabot so it can soon talk to patients, recognize faces, and help safely move people. They're training the robot using Nvidia's digital twin technology, transferring the knowledge to the hardware through a process called sim to real. For more on the technology analysts say could enable a robot-run future, check the related video.